At the request of my buddy Domo Dude, this is a story about how I got the rules for otakon changed. So me and my friends used to have a panel presentation group called Disorganization 13, and we did a comedy bit called Spoiler the Panel. It was basically a panel where we spoiled basically every anime you've ever seen, and it kind of took the format of like Last Week Tonight or The Daily Show, where we said stuff as images flashed on a projector. Anyway, we did this comedy bit like all up and down the East Coast. And we did it at Otakon for like 4 years. And then in like the 5th year, I think it was the 5th year, I'm not entirely sure, but Otakon tells us there's a problem. And we're like, what's the problem? And they're like, well, you need to be in an 18 plus slot. Now, there was nothing in our panel that was pornographic, nothing that was violent, nothing that would usually be considered 18 plus, except everyone at the panel was from Jersey, and people from New Jersey really struggled to not say fuck every other word. So we had this panel that was basically entirely age-appropriate humor, except we said fuck. And I mean other curse words too, but fuck was as bad as we got. So Otakon tells us this, and we're like, wait a minute, is this really a problem? We could tone it down. And unfortunately, we had presented there a lot, and they were aware that we were from Jersey, and we said fuck. So it had to be in an 18 plus slot, which meant reduced room size, which meant less of our fans could come and see. And we didn't particularly like that, but we were gonna deal. But if they gave us an 18 plus slot, we were gonna milk the shit out of that. So that year we advertised for Spoiler the Panel, Pants Optional Edition. Basically, it was the same panel that we always did, but we said if you wanted to come and take off your pants, you could. You still needed to have underwear on, but otherwise, pants were totally optional. I mean, 18 plus panel slot, right? Yeah, Otakon didn't like that. That year, an extra rule got put into the panelist guide saying what you can and can't do in 18 plus panels, and one of the things you couldn't do was tell people that they could take off their clothes. So we came up with another idea. This was the year that the World Cup made vuvuzelas very popular. So we said anyone who comes to our 18 plus panel would get a free vuvuzela to do whatever they wanted with for the rest of the con. And shortly after we announced that, Otakon said that vuvuzelas and other loud noise-making devices would not be permitted in public con grounds. And then shortly after that, we got our non-18 plus slot back. It turned out that we were more annoying to deal with as an 18 plus panel than as a normal panel that said fuck every so often. Didn't have a problem any of the years following that, though eventually they did stop inviting us back. I wonder why. And it's okay, we started doing panels on other topics, such as how to build your own arcade stick or literary theory in anime. And we said fuck in those panels. A lot.